Hey there guys, my name is TheBrokenMachine and today I'm bringing you a 27-3 gameplay on the map Rogue Transmission. This is Rush and we are on defense. Now today's video isn't just all about high scores. I am going to be discussing the strategy that I am using, a pretty effective strategy I do believe on this map. Rogue Transmission is a pretty difficult map to defend on, especially on these first set of MCOMs. If you're not pushing up, you're going to have a tough time. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to push up on this left side here and control this side of the map. Not many teams do this. I notice many players tend to stick on the right side area around Bravo and behind the AMCOM itself, but I'm going to be trying to hold this area here. The kit I'm using is of course the Engineer class, using the Ace 21 CQB, the FN57 as my secondary, S-Raw rockets and the M2 slam mines. Now I tend to prefer the M2 slams over the mines, but one second, what the hell is that guy doing? I have no idea what that guy is doing, so I'm going to leave him. I'm going to take that guy down, of course. Yes, I do use the M2 slams more than the standard mines in this game. I think they're a lot better to use. You can place them pretty much anywhere and you can throw them like C4. So you can throw them like C4 and drop them on a tank and then proceed to RPG them or whatever rocket you are using. I'm just going to take some cover here for the time being. You see the enemy vehicles are moving on the left side there. Unfortunately, I can't do much about them right now. If I poke up my head, I'm probably going to be taken down. So I'm just taking my time and seeing where the enemy is, seeing what my team is doing, and then try and form a little attack plan from that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out this guy here. I'm going to switch kits. I'm going to pick up whatever he has. He has the repair torch and some rockets. I think that's the MBT law. So I'm going to try and take that down. But unfortunately, I get stuck right here. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but it's very annoying. I think it may be due to the debris on the map that you tend to get stuck on now and then. I'm not too sure about that one, but I've had it happen to me a few times. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. So I'm going to respawn in now. I could spawn on that spawn beacon, but that's a little risky. So I'm going to spawn back at the deployment and then push into Bravo as that has just been planted. There is a guy behind this wooden pallets here, so I'm going to shoot him and then try and shoot that guy. But unfortunately, my aim just isn't too good right there. So I'm going to throw a grenade and, I'm not going to engage with that guy. I'm going to go straight in for the defuse. Now you see I'm defusing on this side of the MCOM. It's always best to try and get as much cover as you can when you're defusing an MCOM. That it isn't always possible to do that, but on that particular MCOM right there, on the Bravo MCOM, you can get right into the cover. So here we are pushing up, and the enemy team has managed to get Alpha and push in on the left side, so we're going to try and control the right side for the time being. You can see a guy trying to plant there. Unfortunately, I miss him there, so we're going to just try and engage with the enemy vehicle right here. Now you can see the MCOM has been planted, but there isn't much I can do from here. If I jump down and try and go for it, I'm just going to get shot, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to catch this guy out. I can hear him on my headset trying to push in there, and there is about to be a second guy, but unfortunately, he outplays me. He runs in and drops C4 into the room there. That's very well played. Kiabu, I think his name is Kiabu. Very well played there. So unfortunately, we have lost those first set of MCOMs. Now, that is, unfortunately that happened, but I think that kind of strategy that I was using is really effective. Trying to push right up as far as you can and try and force the enemy team back. Now, you don't want to push too far forward, because if the MCOM gets planted, you might not be able to make it back in time. So you have to keep that in mind as well. I'm going to be planting some mines in the shadows and just one over there on the grass. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make sense of where the enemy is coming from while trying to also look out for that chopper that's coming in. You can see I'm just kind of walking around, poking my head out, trying to see if anyone wants to take a shot at me and see if I can see any enemies. Here comes the chopper and I miss. You're not going to be seeing any decent shots this game. I this was a game from last night actually, and I was getting really frustrated. I was just not hitting them, you know. It's just not working out for me that night, which, you know, it happens. So you see these guys are trying to push in now. I'm using this area as cover. I know the enemy is over there somewhere, so I'm just peeking out. Now you can see this guy here. Now at that range, the Ace 21, you know, you're gonna have to single fire and burst fire. Having said that, I had to give up that gunfight right there. Like I said in previous videos, you know, you can't win every gunfight, so don't try and challenge everyone. You know, in that particular gunfight, I saw the gun was starting to sway, so I'm being suppressed, and, you know, at that range, you know, you just can't control it, so, you know, just get out of the gunfight and then come back. Unfortunately, I get taken out by that guy right there. I made the mistake of holding the straw as I turned the corner. You should always look around the corner and then get out your explosives. Don't make that mistake like I did. Again, it doesn't matter so much. We're doing okay right now. So, the enemy vehicle is once again pushing through the middle. They've managed to plant Alpha. I'm trying to get a few hits on it before I make my way over there. Fortunately, my team has managed to defuse it, so great play by the team there. Just checking the tower. You don't want to get flanked by people dropping in from there. I can see the enemy vehicle is pushed back a little bit, so I'm going to make my way here. You notice I'm using cover on the map as I'm pushing it. So I'm running behind these tree stumps and the concrete blocks, and, you know, trying to use cover in a dynamic way, I guess I'd put it. You know, cover doesn't have to be, you know, literally get behind a big concrete block and use that as cover and then move in. You know, try and use the map in a dynamic way as you're pushing in, and, you know, move around it, move with it, I guess. So once again, putting some mines down there. This is going to be a similar strategy on this MCOM to the previous MCOM. I'm going to be pushing up and trying to get past the objective and try and control that area. It's all, like I said before, you know, it's always best to try and get a little bit ahead. You know, video games, particularly FPS games, strategy games, they're all about map control. It's not all about twitchy reflex, twitch-based reactions, whatever. A lot of the time, it's all about movement and map control. You know, if you can control a greater part of the map than the other team, you're gonna have a much easier time. So here we are. Enemy has just jumped off his quad bike. Gonna take him out, check if there's anyone else. The Alpha MCOM has been planted, so we're just gonna push back here. My teammate's going in there, so I'm gonna have a look around to the right side here, and the enemies are on that roof right there. At this range, you know, once again, the Ace 21 is not the weapon of choice for engaging with someone at that range. So it's best to be on single fire and just taking one little shots at them. You don't want to be out in the open too much here, which I am doing right now. I'm kind of hoping that they don't see me and they're being shot at so much that I can engage with them. So the Bravo MCOM has been planted, so I'm just going to try and get rid of these guys up here. Now, this area at the back of the map, you really don't want the enemy team to be up there. It's a very strong position. They can see straight over both MCOMs, and, you know, if there's any snipers up there and they're a great shot, they're going to do so much damage to your team, so you really want to get rid of anyone up there. Most of my team is over there helping out, so I'm just going to push in now and help my team over at the Alpha MCOM. Now here, you notice my team has abandoned the AA. This, oh my god, this drives me insane. Please team, just don't abandon vehicles, just don't do it. If you have to leave the vehicle, head over to where your team is and then drop it there. You know, do that. Just that's the best way to do it. So anyway, I managed to defuse that MCOM. The enemy team, a lot of them are up on the construction tower above Bravo. I'm not too worried about them. You know, they're not really too much of a harm to me at the moment. So my main focus is going to be on the objective, the MCOM itself. So I'm going to be staying around this area, just trying to I'm poking my head out over. I'm trying to figure out how many enemies are coming in so I can kind of prepare for it. And you see these guys going here. I could have taken some shots on them, but I don't really have that much ammo, so I'm going to let them go straight to the MCOM and then attack them. This guy seems to take an absolute ton of bullets. Now, here I am defusing the MCOM. You notice I'm moving a lot. Whenever the MCOM is in an open area like that, try and move a little bit. Make yourself a harder target to hit. And that's defused. So we're coming to the end of the game. I'm just going to be trying to push in once again. There's only 12 tickets on the clock now. So it's just a matter of just holding positions and keeping the enemy at bay for the time being. This game is pretty much ours right now. We've got most of our team pushing in. We've got the AA on the right side. Ideally, he should be on the left. But it doesn't matter too much at this point. I picked up this guy's AK-5C. Much better than the Ace-21 medium ranges. Well, in my personal opinion anyway. Probably one of the better overall guns in the game. I'm not too sure if it's my favorite though. I quite like the M416. That seems to do me pretty well if the game's running well. When it's laggy, the M416 just doesn't seem to hit anything. So, anyway, there's 5 tickets on the clock. I'm gonna take some more terrible shots on this heli right here. Like I said, my aim was just pretty bad. I don't know what was going on, so I'm kind of displaying my frustration right there. And here we go, one last shot, but the game ends. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was a 27 and 3 gameplay. You know, when it comes to defense, try and be an aggressive player. Try and push in and take control of the map. And be wary of where your teammates are. That's really important. I think that's probably one of the best tips you can try and keep in mind. Just be aware of your teammates are and trying to act accordingly. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Let me know in the comments. And as always, take it easy, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.